What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, I will be going over every single leaked item, and I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. So, if you guys could, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you guys are new. And make sure to tell me what you're most excited for. Is it a pickaxe? Is it a skin? Is it a glider? What is it? But this is how I'm going to do this video. I'm going to do it by skins, rank those first, then move on to pickaxes, then gliders, then back bling. I'm going to do it in that order because I think skins are probably what you clicked on this video for. So if you don't care about the rest, you can just get the fuck out of here. Because honestly, how can you compare a skin to like a pickaxe? I don't really know how that works exactly. I guess I could do it by like what I'm most excited for, but I'm not going to do that for this video. So at our number 8 spot, there are 8 different leaked skins. I have to give it to the Overtaker, and I really do think this is a good skin. I think every single skin that has been leaked is a good skin. This just really reminds me of the Burnout, and the Burnout, if like it's a reskin, and I'm not really too excited about the old skin, you know, Burnout, it's whatever, it's decent, I guess, but a reskin of a decent skin typically won't be too good in my mind, and I don't really see myself liking this one all that much. I think the girl is a lot better, but the guy just looks way too much like Burnout, which is just a decent skin to me. So I think Overtaker, good number 8 spot. I'm wondering, are these ninja skins? Are they? Because they have ninja swords is back bling, and I think that could mean they possibly are ninja skins without, you know, saying ninja in the title for their name, because I think they could get into some, like, not legal trouble, but some community-wide trouble for releasing a ninja skin, because then all these other streamers are gonna bitch and complain about not getting their own skin. So that's probably why they can't do it or won't do it. I think it would sell pretty well, but I think these ones will as well. But moving on to my number 7 spot, I gave it to the Aerobic Assassin. And I think overall, I am pretty excited for this girl skin. She's very colorful. She has some different hair, which we really don't see for too many girl skins. Like, we recently got Shade, which has one of the ugliest character designs in this game, with the hair especially. But she's just like an 80s chick. I honestly like the design, just not as much as the guy. Typically, I'll like the girl more, but this time around, I like the guy. I don't know what like her bottom looks like, the bottom half of her, but I think she'll look pretty good, and the guy will as well, because they're both very colorful, and the color purple really stands out in this game, and I really love it. And my number 6 spot, I gave it to the Sushi Master. And this one overall, it's alright. I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's probably not one I'll use too often, but I thought I would put it above the 2 we already mentioned, because, you know, the 2 we already mentioned are the guy and girl version of skins we're going to talk about later. I think he's honestly better than both those as well. This one's alright, I would say. Like, not nothing I'm too excited for, but whatever. We'll move on to my number 5 spot. I gave it to Whiteout, and I really think Whiteout is way better than Overtaker. And that's sort of like Burnout and Redline. I love Redline. I love her. She's one of like my favorite Battle Pass skins to come out in this game. But Burnout, whatever, he's alright. I think it's going to be the same case with Whiteout and Overtaker. I really like Whiteout. She looks like a great girl skin, and even if she is a reskin of Redline with just a different color scheme, that's alright, because I really like that skin. And if it's a reskin of a skin I like, or a reskin of anything I like, then great, that's awesome. More for me, more variety. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I gave it to the Beef Boss, which is the Durr Burger skin, as you may know. This one I am excited for. I can't wait for it to finally come out. Okay guys, this one's gonna be such an ugly skin. I know that for a fact, but I hope I like it more than Tomato Head. I think Tomato Head is ugly, he's greasy, and I know that's what he's trying to be, but for me, I just don't really think it's all that great. I think Beef Boss could be that, or maybe I'll just accept him as a meme skin and actually just enjoy him for what he is, but I know he's gonna be ugly. Just trust me guys, this skin's going to be disgusting, but just accept that and move on with your life. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to the Mullet Marauder. Marauder. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can never remember how to pronounce that. Mullet Marauder. The Gingerbread Man or the Merry Marauder. Is that like a leak that this skin's coming back? The Merry Marauder? Who knows, guys? I really doubt it, but we haven't seen any other skin that I know of who has Marauder at the end of it, except for the Gingerbread Man. So I really don't know. Is that a leak? Am I looking too deep into it? Or am I just being dumb as hell? But I do like this skin. I said this in the previous video I made when I first looked over these leaks. I think this guy kind of looks like Dr. Disrespect. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of different streamers. Like, I thought maybe those Whiteout and Overtaker were ninja skins. So now I'm looking for other streamers possibly. Maybe that's the case, but what do you guys think? Does this guy actually look like Dr. Disrespect, or am I just crazy? Regardless, I really like his overall design. I love his color scheme, and I think this is a skin I'll actually use quite often. And typically I won't use guy skins as often as girl skins. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Panda Team Leader, and I know this is a reskin. Most people probably aren't too excited for it because it's a reskin. And am I like disappointed that there's been 3 Cuddle Team Leaders? The Cuddle Team Leader, Fireworks Team Leader, and now Panda Team Leader. I actually think they need to add a 4th now, so you can have a squad with the Cuddle Team Leader, Panda Team Leader, Fireworks Team Leader, and another Team Leader. I think that would be really awesome. I would love to see it. I love pandas. I love the colors of pandas, and this design is going to look amazing in game, I'm assuming. I love the black and white. It honestly fits the design more than the other 2, even though I think Cuddle Team Leader is still going to be my favorite just because it's the OG. I love the color pink too. It really stands out. But moving on to my number 1 spot, I have to give it to Galaxy. This is one of the most creative and just vibrant designs we've seen. I love the color purple. I would say it's probably my favorite color, and we're getting a lot of different purple colors with these skins added in the near future within the next couple weeks, which I'm honestly super excited for. So I'll probably rock a bunch of them, to be honest. But Galaxy, I mean, he's on top. He's on top of the world. He's above our planet. I don't know how that works, but honestly, I really love him. I think this is an amazing design. I really want to see how he looks in game. I think it could be pretty obnoxious, like way too bright, but I really love the color purple face, sort of like the Gold Trooper who has a green face. You know, I love the different colors on faces. I wanted to like Flytrap, that didn't work, but I think this skin will really work and it's gonna look great, guys. Are you excited for this one? The Galaxy skin? So now we're moving on to the pickaxes, and I'm gonna mispronounce this one, but at my number 4 spot, I gave it to the Jingu Bang. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but you guys can look it up. I'll leave a link to all these different leaks and the PNG for them if you guys want to use them for a thumbnail or something. But this one's honestly a reskin of the Night Owl. I like the Night Owl, but I really don't like the idea of something being a reskin, especially a pickaxe, when it's not my absolute favorite. If it was a reskin of the Excalibur, hell yeah, I would take that. I've been wanting that forever. I don't know if we'll get it, but I really want that same design. But for the Night Owl, I feel like we already have one. I really like that pickaxe, but the reskin, for me, it just doesn't look like anything too special, to be honest. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to the Patty Whacker. And this one's just going to be sort of similar to the Axeroni. I talked about this in my previous video. The Axeroni is just a greasy pickaxe, nothing too special. The color scheme isn't really there, it's just gray. This one, it's just a gray spatula with some grease on it. I think this one is going to just be another kind of meme item, sort of like its skin and then the back bling as well. But you know what? I'll probably use it every now and again. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Exercise. I really like that name, to be honest, but I really love the colorful designs of like the 80s aerobics character theme. Like the pickaxe I like, the back bling I like, the skins I like it all, to be honest. It's very colorful, and I really feel like that goes with the 80s theme as well. So they did a pretty good job with that. I really like this. It's just a weight with a bunch of different colored weights, or a bench press bar with a bunch of different color weights. I like it. Moving on to my number one spot, I gave it to the fillet axe, and this one is probably going to be the most clean out of any of these pickaxes. It just looks so nice. It's not simple, I would say, but it looks so good and it's clean. I really like this. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, one of my most anticipated items. I hope it comes out first so I can just start using it. So now we're going to move on to the back bling, and at my number 7 spot, I gave it to the chef's choice, and this is like a sushi, like something like a sushi stove. That's not the right word. Sushi table where you cook sushi on it. A sushi is such a hard word for me to say for some reason. It kind of reminds me of, like, it has sus in there, so you know, maybe Lil Sus will be rocking this one all day. But what do you guys think? The chef's choice. It's creative. I'll give it that. I just can't see myself using this one. You know, now that I look at it a bit more, I know it's so creative and it's pretty cool, but the other ones I'm just more excited for, to be honest. Moving on to my number 6 spot, I gave it to the lane splitter, and this one, it's cool and all, but I think I'm leaving the other design, since there's 2 of them. I'm leaving that one for a higher spot, so I just put this one near the bottom just because we already have the same design higher up. I just like the color scheme more on the other design. This one's cool though. Moving on to my number 5 spot, I gave it to the boombox. And you know what? I don't know if we have many rectangular shaped backlings in this game. This one may look pretty weird. It might not fit the design. I hope it's tilted in one direction. I hope it's not just like straight across the back, if that makes sense. I hope it's kind of tilted right or tilted left a little bit. I think that could look cool, but I am excited for this one. It's probably gonna look dumb on most skins, I'll be honest, but you know, it's kind of like a meme one to me. I feel like this one's a meme one. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I gave it to Bamboo, and any green skin, I think this is gonna look great on. I can't wait to use this one. It's something creative, it's something pretty cool. I like the idea behind it. I think it's gonna look good, honestly. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to Deep Fried, and guys, come on, my God. This, like, have you seen such a great meme? This has got, like, this is the definition. It's just some fries on the back. It's gonna go pretty good with the Beef Boss or the Durr Burger skin. I'm gonna just call it the Durr Burger skin because it's easier to say. I'm not gonna remember Beef Boss. That just sounds dumb to me. But Deep Fried, I like it. I'm excited for it. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to Ignition, and I really love this idea of having like a sword on your back with a backpack attached to the sword, or the sword attached to the backpack, whatever it may be. But the all white colors look a lot better than the black and white, to me at least. I really like the design overall. I think it's gonna work. I think they're both gonna work with almost every skin. But moving on to my number 1 spot, I gave it to the back plate, and I think this one just is gonna work. It's gonna work with a lot of different skins. I think this one will work with every skin. It might not fit perfectly with the color scheme, but I think its design was kind of created to just work. It's gonna work. It looks good to me. I like the colors. I like purple and blue, and then the white and the purple like holes. I don't know what that's called, the thing on the belt, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I like its color scheme. I think it's gonna look good. But moving on lastly to the gliders, at my number 5 spot, I gave it to the White Squall, and I don't know, I think this is just gonna look stupid. For me personally, if it doesn't look sort of like a glider, I think it's just dumb for the most part. I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm probably not gonna use it except for like a video, just showcasing it. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I gave it to the Flying Fish. And pretty simple design overall. This is gonna go with the Sushi Chef, and I think this one, you know, it's all right, whatever. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I give it to the Cyclone, and I like this one more than the White Squall. I think its color scheme is a lot better. Am I as excited as like the Flying Fish? I would say yeah, I'm probably more excited for this one. I like the color scheme, even though it doesn't fit like the traditional glider, but whatever. It's probably not going to be one I use very often anyways. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Flying Sauce. And this one is disgusting. My God, I hope it has some good music behind it. I really do. It should have some radio music behind it because, you know, if you walk into a McDonald's, you're gonna hear some radio music being played. And I don't know, guys, this is another meme item. The whole Beef Boss set is just a meme, but I do like it. Moving on to my number one spot, I gave it to the Windbreaker. And overall, this one's the most vibrant, the most colorful. It looks like a glider. I really like its design overall. Has a few weights on each of the sides as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And do not forget to tell me what you're most excited for. If I had to say what I'm most excited for, definitely the Galaxy skin and the Fillet Axe. Those are the two items I would say I'm most excited to use. I'm probably going to use them together, to be honest. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.